Yo guys, what is up? It is Teacher's Game 2 coming at you again with another video here, and I am here right now to go back to my, well, as you can see it as we speak, the Xbox official small PvP tribe servers. Now, I did get back up and running. I took a little bit of a break because I got really frustrated with all the constant trolling, but we are still back up inside this tube. And I kind of just wanted to show you, I mean, this is like a restart. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, I know it's loud, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of been fun. I mean, by fun, I mean, we have been raided literally every night. Every time I log off, it's like 2 minutes later, it's an offline raid. Here's the most recent one. You can see the Teacher's Game 2 and everything right there. We do have a little bit more defense up and running. Not a whole heck of a lot, mind you, because you get raided every night, it's hard. We had a whole bunch of X-Plant the entire way around this bad boy right here. But, I mean, there's a couple of bullets in each of these things, so it's not too bad. I guess there are worse things, but that's that. So, that's kind of what we're rocking right now. Not going super awful or super well, I think is a good way to put it, because we haven't really lost anything recently, because we have a secret little method, I suppose, and I'll kind of show you. And this is how to hide tames and not lose them when you're getting offlined. Oh boy, owie, that hurt. But you can see, not too bad. Kind of hard to land here. I mean, it's raidable because we've been raided literally every night. But we've defended decently well. I can kind of show you. It might be hard to read because it is Xbox. It doesn't take the best stuff right here. But we got raided by a tribe of Tida, or Tidal, whatever it is. Tidal, something like that. You can see they destroyed a lot, but they weren't the best raiders because they died, their snow owls died, their enforcers died. They were not very good raiders overall. Kind of embarrassing, actually, because we don't really have any defenses. I don't know how long this spot's going to last us because it's just like, well, to be completely and totally honest, it's not something that's easy to do because this base is not an easy defendable base unless you get a bunch of people. If you had a bunch of people, this tube would be OP. That's just a fact. I mean, you could build layers on layers on layers with defensive layers on everything. It'd be crazy. And, you know, it's kind of cool. It's the pumpkin time. I found myself a scarecrow. You can't pick them back up, unfortunately, but I do have a scarecrow, which is kind of neat. Don't think they really do anything other than look cool, but oh well, I have a scarecrow. Actually, now that I think about it, what happens when you demolish a scarecrow? I wonder if it gives you anything. Nope, you literally get nothing. It's just like, nope, we don't like you. Enjoy this. Haven't seen the Dodo Wyvern or Dodo Rex on this server yet, but doesn't mean it's possible. You can see that we've got a couple of Rexes rocking. This is not a bad one, 12k health. These are all wild tames, mind you. I told you I wanted to start up from nothingness. Got a good little farm going in here. Basic, very, very, very basic. Got a couple of vaults, a couple of valuables, and a very compact little grind pad over there. And, you know, we're just trying to survive because obviously being raided every night, it gets old. I'm struggling to have the will to play on Xbox. I'm trying. I really am. A lot of people are like, give it some more time. Do this, do that. And I really am trying. But it is hard to want to play on Xbox because everybody is just a little troll. No matter what you do, it's just a nightmare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this little trick that I've been using in order to keep our tame safe overnight. You should also check for this in people's bases, because if you don't do this, well, it means you don't care if you lose your tames, which is fine if that's what you're... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oopsies. Well, I guess you do need those anyways. So a couple of small storage boxes, and then a couple of... ooh, need some more wood. Oh well, I'll be able to make some in a second here. Then a couple of foundations, and what you do is you sink the foundations on top of your storage boxes. So look at right here. See, it's pretty obvious. I've got no, how do you want to call it? There's no way to see what I have underneath here. There is if you're really careful right here. You can see that, and I kind of have it hidden, but you'd have to know it was there, basically. So that's that. But what you do is you literally, I'm going to go ahead and block that bad boy up, block that bad boy up, and boom, let's go back under. Look at, conveniently, got some good tames under here. Now, obviously, these are not the greatest still. A 215 Rex, unleveled. Pretty neato. Got a decent Managamer. I mean, that's a Velonosaur. Got a couple of Velonosaurs. Got a Mag in here, or a Managarm, or whatever you want to call them. Wild tame, again. Another Rex. Tech Rex, actually. 2 really good Argies, 2 really good Snow Owls, and, you know, a wild tamed Enki. 422 melee, though, so it's not, you know, not that terrible. And then here's our 202 Enki, which I might actually replace right now with the, say, hey, Rex, you know, you're going to come replace this Enki. But what you do is you just hide what things that you don't want people to take, like this. I got my C4, all that kind of stuff. Got a Snow Owl egg, and what you do is pretty easy. You just cover it. You can see, like, oh, wait a minute, this is what you're doing, yeah. Boom. Check that out. You cannot see that anything is there. That box is covered too. And now that I have enough stuff, I can make another foundation. And you literally just cover the top of your boxes, which is obviously super convenient. Boom. Why can't I build you? I'm very confused. Maybe. Please. Maybe. Oh, there it is. So, you can literally just build stuff to cover the boxes, which is crazy. Because a lot of people don't utilize this tactic, and they should. They really should, because it's a great way to avoid getting... Oh boy, it's not going to let me place unless I get the right angle here. Which can be a pain in the butt, I suppose, at this part. But still, nonetheless, you are basically preventing yourself from being trolled, so that's huge, obviously. You want to avoid being trolled, so doing stuff like this to prevent people from... well, for lack of a better word, from just taking all your valuables is a good idea. Now, I'm actually going to use metal on this guy because this has some of our more valuable stuff in there, but that's literally all you have to do in order to defend yourself from just some trolls coming after your base. And unfortunately, just Xbox is so toxic, so what I've noticed is it's people just constantly want to troll. That's all it is. It's like they just blow into your base to see what you got, take the valuables, and leave. Now, I appreciate it because, you know, they're not necessarily wiping everything, but still, they are, it's a nightly thing, and it's just like the really big get bigger, and then the small just get crapped on. That's really what it is. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of these and replace this stone one just so you can see you can do it with metal too. So check this out. We'll go ahead and place this bad boy. And again, with metal, what you want to do is you want to switch it to block, so that way there's literally no seeing inside of it. And then what we'll do is we will go ahead and... why is it not going to let me place right here? Okay, well, maybe I got to place this one down first. Oh, well, that's easy to do. But you know the process here. We're just building up. And if you've got any, like, you know, this is just me asking, really. If you've got any suggestions, hints, stuff like that, let me know, because I am struggling to want to play. And that sucks. It really does, because, like, Xbox used to be one of my favorite consoles to play, but it has just turned so very toxic. It really is frustrating to me, because I think Xbox can be one of the more fun consoles to play on for Ark, but obviously when this is happening, you're just constantly getting crapped on. It's not very fun. Not for anybody. Well, at least people that don't have that much. Like, I got a job to go to during the day, and I understand some people don't, and that's just dandy, but unfortunately I gotta go to work and stuff. So boom, just like that, you've got the blocked up. You can't see it's there. Unless you knew it was there, there is no finding that, which is kind of neat, obviously, because even if you know it's there and blow this up, you're probably not going to get anything out of it. Most people don't use C4 just to kill beds. Most people. But that's how you hide some stuff really easily. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this egg up in here. And I'm just showing you this because I'm about to hop off for the day, and this is what we have to do, which is sad, because it's just like, dude, you're making me... these people on Xbox are making me literally hide things in boxes on my first couple of days, because they're like, oh, these guys have auto turrets. They've clearly got everything that we want. Let's raid them. And I get it. You know, I do. Because sometimes people are pretending to be not very strong tribes, and they are. However, I'm just here for fun. So this is my little bit of a whine session. But telling you, I am starting back up again. This is something that, you know, it's kind of cool. We got some scorpions, got some eggs. And we're working. It's a slow grind because it's like a daily wipe. If you've got any suggestions, please put them in the comments, because I haven't played Xbox in forever. PC, it's like a whole different ball game, because like there's legit trolls, and they usually stay away from small bases, usually because they're like, you want people to get bigger so you can get more stuff. Or maybe they turn into be good allies, you never know. But that's just one of those things. So, oh well, to each their own. We've got our poop trick here, so that way we can work on that. And then there's just a bunch of stuff in general. So, you know, a bunch of nonsense, but got some turrets. And I know these are not well placed, but we just got raided, so I'm trying to like replace everything as we go. These are the 2 surviving X-plants that were inside. The raiders literally got clapped by our high-level Anki, which was hilarious to think about because the Anki literally picked up all their stuff. So we got like 30 C4, probably about, I don't know, 20, 25 rockets from them. We used a couple of them, but we still have some down in those vaults that I just showed you. And it's kind of neato. I mean, it's like, okay, my Anki just clapped you. You must have been terrible. But nonetheless, they still blew into the base and wasted a bunch of our time. But as you can see, it's not necessarily an easy raid. There are tons of ways to go about doing this, though. And if you wanted to raid us, it's easy to do. We've just got regular auto turrets, no heavies, no tech, no anything. I think that's one of our missions, to get tech. But obviously, we got to stay hidden long enough to get that tech, and that just hasn't happened yet. But we have everything basic that we need, which is nice. We'll break this down eventually and move our base location at some point. But that's kind of that. And I don't think there's much more that I can share because I'm not going to give my server number out anymore because people just, you know, trolled me offline. Maybe it was people that have been keeping an eye to see if I'm up and running. But oh well, I'm done whining about this, I swear. So hopefully you're excited to have me do a little bit more of a Let's Play. If it keeps going up, though, I'm just going to switch to PC again. I love PC, and we'll see what Xbox has to offer. You never know. Sometimes it's just a bad couple of days in Ark, and you just get crapped on. But we will see. All right, so I will check you out in the next video if you don't mind liking, and if you haven't subscribed already, check out some of my other content, and I will catch you guys later. Teacher's Game 2, out.